A brief book review cannot fully convey the blank of Olga such and such novel. The Books of Jacob, with its enormous cast of characters, it's complicated. So they cannot convey the ideas of Olga's novel because it's so complicated in the context. It has page numbers that count backward. Might be a little more than ideas here. Let's see what the answer choices are. Cannot convey the accuracy? No, that's not right. It's not about something being accurate or, on target here. Inactivity, it just means it's not active, it's not doing anything. That's not the right idea. Complexity, yes, it's complicated, so they cannot convey that complexity of ideas. That's going to be the right answer. Restraint, they can't, no, that means you hold something back. That has nothing to do with the possible context here. Complexity is the best answer. The following text is from Nella Larsen's novel Quicksand. The trees in their spring beauty sent through her restive mind a sharp thrill of pleasure. Seductive, charming, and beckoning as cities were, they had not this easy, unhuman loveliness. So seductive, charming, and beckoning. Beckoning is going to be positive, related to seductive and charming, and they had not this easy, human, unhuman loveliness, which means the double negative. They were lovely like humans. So seductive, charming, and calling to you, making you want it, desiring it, something to that effect. Demanding. Well, demanding would be too harsh, too severe. That's too negative. Beckoning is kind of like demanding. I don't want to eliminate that quite yet. Let's hold off. Let's keep reading the answers, because they are fairly alike. Signaling. Seductive, charming, and signaling. No, not quite the right context. Inviting. Yes, beckoning means to invite. The idea here is that it's trying to welcome our narrator in to their arms, to their seductive, charming, inviting nature. Yeah, it's not going to be demanding. That was a correct instinct. That is too severe. Signaling is not appropriate. That just means to communicate without the idea of this positive, inviting, welcoming nature. Shifting means to change. That's not right. Inviting is the correct answer. Biologists such and such have located what is believed to be the largest individual plant in the world in the Shark Bay area of Australia. The plant is a type of seagrass called such and such, and it blank approximately measures, would be my first guess right here. It's the largest, and it measures approximately some number, which indicates how large it is. Okay, so it's quantifying how large it is. So acknowledges, no, that means that you recognize or accept. Produces, they're not actually producing approximately 100 square kilometers. That is making it. No. Spans. Spans approximately, that would be kind of like measuring. That's how much it covers. Advances, no, that means to move forward. That's not right. C, spans would be correct. In the early 1800s, the Cherokee scholar Sequoyah created the first script or writing system for an indigenous language in the United States. Because it represented the sounds of spoken Cherokee so accurately, his script was easy to learn and thus quickly achieved blank use. So if it was easy to learn, it probably achieved widespread use, would be my guess. By 1830, over 90% of Cherokee people could read it. Yes, this indicates widespread. So again, the word clues and context, which we often get fairly detailed clues in the new SAT, I would guess is widespread. There's our answer right there. Sure enough, it was exactly the word I guessed. And I didn't look at that before. Careful. Careful means you're not taking a risk. That's not right. Unintended means there was no plan or intention for it. So no, that's not right. Infrequent means not too often. The only possible one is unintended. It was easy to learn and thus quickly achieved unintended use. No, that's not the idea. That's not correct. Widespread. In 1929, the Atlantic Monthly published several articles based on newly discovered letters allegedly exchanged between Abraham Lincoln and a woman named Anne Rutledge. Historians were unable to the authenticity of the letters, unable to verify. If you're questioning the authenticity, you're questioning the veracity or whether it's real. Okay. However, and quickly dismissed them as a hoax. So hoax means it wasn't true, which is what they had to verify. So validate. Validate is pretty close to verify. That's what they had to do. Interpret? No, they didn't need to understand the language there. Relate? Again, that's kind of like interpreting. That's not right. And accommodate. They didn't need to make room for the authenticity. They need to verify or validate the authenticity.